Hi everyone. Jim the Gentleman Crafter recently streamed making a tag box, and then he uploaded a video on YouTube giving the measurements for the inside covering of the box. So he just said to make the box lid a 1/4 of an inch bigger, so it fits over here. So I've done it, and that's my completed box, tag box. I mean, you don't have to use it as a tag box, you can use it as a lid to store things, but your tags will fit in there. They just stand up like that, fit in there quite comfortably. I'm even thinking of having this, doing backgrounds and leaving them there, and when I needed to do a tag or something, I just grab one out, and I've already got my background done and just finish it like that. So I'm now going to give you the dimensions for the covering, well actually for the box, the box lid and the covers for it. Okay, so I have cut this chipboard at 3 3/4 inches by 3 3/4 inches, just one of those pieces, and then 4 pieces at 1 inch across by 3 3/4 inches. So 4 of those, and I do have a 4th one here somewhere. Right there. Okay, 4 of those and 1 of those. So 3 3/4 by 3 3/4, 1 inch by 3 3/4. Okay, so now our outside cover of the box lid is 7 inches by 7 inches, and all I'm going to do, I've just put tape on the background. You can use your Xyron, you can use wet glue, your ATG, whatever you like for this. I think I'm running out of my Xyron tape, so put it aside. Okay, so I'm just going to try and center this on this piece here. So roughly I should have 1 5/8 inches on all 4 sides. That's close enough, that'll do it. Okay, and then we'll do the sides, all 4 sides. So I'll just speed this up, because all I'm going to do is, I'll do the first one. So just take your ruler, and this is how Jim did the box, because that's 1/8 of an inch, and then just butt that up against the ruler and stick it down. So, so that leaves roughly 1/8 of an inch gap there. Okay, and then you've got 1/2 an inch excess there. Okay, on to the others. Okay, so now what we're going to do is, okay, what we've got to do is take, now this was a good tip that Jim gave us, was cut a strip of chipboard 1/2 an inch wide, and get your craft knife. Alright, so what we're going to do is actually, and also on one of the ends, mark at the 1/2 inch mark, one or both sides, it doesn't really matter. So slot that in there, and we're just going to get the craft knife. I'm going to cut from that 1/2 inch mark there to the end. And we're going to do that all the way around. So butt it up against there. Oh, what happened there? Alright, another tip Jim gave us is get you to miter your edges, your corners there. What we're going to do is line it up with both corners there, and then about 1/8 of an inch away, and slice it off. So you're doing 2 corners at once. Alright, so that's done. Now what we do is we take our scissors. We're just going to cut into those corners there from the centre to the corner of the square. And this is exactly the way that Jim did his the box component. This is the lid. Alright, so now we're going to place some score tape on the chipboard all the way around the edges there. So now what we're going to do is fold those over. So burnish your score tape first. So we're going to fold over all 4 ends. All 4. Going to tuck in these little dog ears, or what I call dog ears, the excess paper from that triangle forming there. Just tuck them over, tuck them in and around so it doesn't overhang. Now what we're going to do is on 2 opposing sides, hang on, okay, so on 2 opposing sides we are going to, now because these are just tiny little pieces here, I'm going to use wet glue, and bring that over there, hold it for a bit till it adheres. And then do the same to the other side. Okay, so then the opposite end to that is what we're going to do the same to. Got 2 ends covered there, and what we're going to do with these is going to lift up our side there, and this one I'm going to butt that inside there like that. Hold on, so right next to it there. Put some glue on it first. There's our lid made. Sits on there nice and easily. Alright, now we've got to cover the inside. Okay, so the inside lining of the box, we're going to take a piece of paper that is 5 5/8 by 5 5/8. We're going to get our scoreboard out and we're going to score it at 1 inch all the way around. So 1 inch turn, 1 inch turn, 1 inch turn, 1 inch, and done. Okay, now you'll see we've made some little squares at the corners, or you might not. See? We're going to cut those out. Just like that. So I'll just cut that corner out. I'm going to do that to all 4 corners. Alright, now you should have something that looks like that. And now we're going to fold these over, burnish them, and that should sit in your box nice and snug, just like that. Okay, so that's the way it's going to sit in there. So we're just going to turn it over and we're going to put some score tape. I'm going to put a piece on each of the sides at the top. And then around the edges of the bottom. Now I'm only going to remove the tape from the base section first. I'm just going to get my ATG and I'm going to put a few strips of that along there. Make sure it sticks down good and strong. So then just slot that in your lid like that and reinforce that tape. Okay, now we can remove the tape back in here and adhere it to all the sides. And there is your lid done. Now what you can do, like we did to, or like Jim did to the tops of the box, you can put some washi tape or just leave it like it is, and that then sits nice and snugly on your box. There's your lid done. Okay, thanks Jim for that. It's a cute little box. I put feet on mine, but if you didn't, you could, oh well, that'll sit like that quite nicely, and you can use it to put your tags in if you want, or, and sit it on your desk, or, sorry, I'm out of camera here, like that, or you can use it as a box. Now see where we folded these pieces over to join the sides to each other? Have those at the sides so you have your front all nice and flat, just like that. Like that. Okay. Okay, thanks Jim, and thanks everyone for watching. Bye.